never find another love like mine. One who loves you the way I do. You'll never find as long as you live. One who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself here, baby. But there's no one else. There's no one else but you. No, Joe. You'll never find. Choke no joke, y'all already know. Choke no joke, chiggy choke no joke. Choke no joke, chiggy choke no joke. So y'all just gonna look down on me like that. Okay. Y'all just gonna really look down on me like that. No, I look up to you. No, I look up to you. Y'all gonna look down on me like that? No, I look up to you, man. Choke no joke. We out here at the morning motivation. You know me, every day I'm gonna be somewhere different. Getting out here, getting it. You heard? It's a very cloudy morning. Look at these clouds. I'm just praying it don't rain while I'm out here doing my thing, even though I'm already drenched and sweat already. But look at these clouds. Just out here walking, getting my walk on, as you can see. But we are today. It's going to be day 7 of the trial. Okay, day 7. Yesterday was day 6. The day everybody was waiting for, which was the Cassie Ventura or Cassandra Ventura, aka Cassie. And I see that there's a lot of split thoughts on that testimony yesterday. You know, some people feel she did good. Some people feel she did horrible. You know, but one thing that I think that is the overall consensus is, especially with a lot of the mainstream, like white media, what I'm seeing is that with a lot of the mainstream white media, they saying, yeah, Diddy's a terrible guy. He's a terrible guy. but the prosecution are failing to put on a case that shows sex trafficking. It's a lot of domestic violence. He's a very bad guy, or has a bad attitude, rather. You know, he has a violent streak, yes. But him sex trafficking, like in the business of prostitution, like out there selling Cassie to other men and all this other stuff, taking her around the world and selling her, it's not that. Or whatever you think your definition of sex trafficking is, it's just not that. And when you got a abundance of people that have the same opinion and seeing the same thing, then the overall consensus is that they failing to show their sex trafficking case. They're not presenting it. It's not there. You know, is Diddy bad? Yeah. Is he abusive? Yeah. But what did he create? Bad Boy Entertainment and Sean John and all these companies as a cover up for a sex trafficking ring? They not showing that. They not even presenting that. As much as they keep saying it, they not presenting it. You feel me? So get my ass out the street. Yeah, they not presenting the case that would be where everybody or the overwhelming evidence is like, oh, this dude's a sex trafficker. Like, I know in the black community, y'all just hate Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hate the fact that he did that girl like that. And y'all not looking at it for the facts in the case. You know, and I can tell that because people say, oh, Cho, you defending him. You defending him. I'm not defending him. We're talking about the case. Hey, let me give you a great analogy, right? Let's say you got picked up on the streets. You walking down the streets, you know, you ain't do nothing, you know, and you get picked up by the police for mistaken identity, right? And they accuse you of murdering somebody, right? Now let's say you was at the location where the murder took place, but ironically, at the same time, somebody in there probably murdered somebody, and let's say it was a convenience store. Let's say something happened and somebody got shot and killed while you was in there, but you was in there stealing, right? Now you was in there stealing, shoplifting, or whatever. You leave and you get out of there, and you think then that incident happened where somebody got killed, right? And then you get picked up, right? Now you know you just stole some stuff out the store, so you already feeling guilty. You thinking they picking you up for stealing out the store, but then they charge you for the murder, right? Now people say, "Oh, you was in the store. We seen you there. This, that, and the other." Da, da, da. And you like, "Yo, nah, I didn't kill nobody. Yeah, I was at the store, but I wasn't. So what was you there for? You didn't buy nothing. You went in there. You walked out of there. You never made a purchase. So what was you in the store for all that time? Now you don't want to tell on yourself and say, "Oh, I was shoplifting, I was stealing," right? And they putting the body on you. The dude, the person that did it, they ain't even see him. He done got away, right? So now they got you, and they say, "Oh, you was in there, this, that, and other," right? Would it be fair to you just because you was in the store stealing that you get charged for murder instead of uh, grand larceny or whatever the stealing charge would be, shoplifting, whatever, right? It's the same thing with Diddy and Cassie. They charging him with murder when all he did was shoplift. Shoplift would be uh, significant to domestic violence. Yeah, the nigga was beating her ass and he was wrong and they was sleeping with different people and it was golden showers and all that, this, that, and the other. All that is stealing. Yeah, he stole everything in the store. But did he kill her? Is it murder? Using that as an analogy, right? No. So they charging him with murder when they should be charging him with grand larceny or whatever the charge would be. Is that's all I'm saying. So nobody's defending him. What we saying is they're not proving that he created Bad Boy Entertainment as a front to sex traffic Cassie. That's all we saying. And they're not proving that he created Bad Boy to sex traffic Cassie. Because there's no other women involved in this whole sex trafficking ring. So that's why I'm just saying Cassie. But if you just want to just make it generalize it, I don't believe that he started Bad Boy Entertainment or any of those companies as a cover up for a drug enterprise or a sex enterprise. That's what John Gotti did. John Gotti was a mobster, fronting like he was a legit businessman, but they was killing and selling drugs and doing all other stuff. That's what the RICO was created for. So you can't tell me that you in your mind feel like I feel like Diddy created Bad Boy just for years later. He didn't even know Cassie when he started it. Big is like dead by the time Cassie meet Diddy. And you tell me he started this whole company to sex traffic Cassie? And this whole company, this whole thing, the front, making of the bed, all that was a front for him to be doing sex trafficking. You telling me you really believe that? That's what the prosecution is alleging. Nobody's defending him. No, the nigga's abusive. Hell yeah, he is. But then he saw all this company and stuff just to be doing sex trafficking. Now, is he going to get off on all the charges? Probably not. Probably not. If anything, they got him on would be hiring a sex worker to come meet them anywhere. If they considering that prostitution across state lines or whatever the hell that third charge is. And I don't see how he gets convicted of that. And he's paying for the service when the company that's sending out the goddamn sex workers or the escorts, they getting paid and they sending them out. Like, how do you arrest the crackhead and not the dealer? What sense do that make? So now all of a sudden, y'all don't want Pablo Escobar, y'all want the crackhead, the nigga that's smoking the few rocks. Yeah, y'all gonna run down on the nigga smoking smoking the rocks, the abuser. But y'all don't want the Pablo Escobars and all that. So there's cowboys and angels Cowboys for Angels website can send out men to different places and not get charged, but Diddy can get charged for hiring a service. Yo, okay, but I'm defending him. No, I'm not defending him. I told you, I'm on the fence with this one. This one is about uh, both sides presenting their evidence. Now, let's go to moral court right now, right? Because it's people getting mad at me talking about I'm being insensitive and Cassie's a victim, this, that, and the other, right? Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm not a man that didn't grow up around women. I have a mother. I have sisters. I have daughters, right? Nieces. And I will protect them with everything in my body and soul. It's never going to be a time that they will come to me and tell me a man put their hands on them and I'm going to ignore it. Or I'm not going to encourage them to move on. I'm just going to sit there and be cool with if Cassie was my sister, right? And I knew that this dude was beating on her, this, that, and the third, and she let me know, she's not going to have a choice in dealing with this dude where depending on her age, right? First. Now, if she's a grown woman, I can intervene, right? But if she continues on with that relationship, I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to give you a real life situation. I have a sister. A nigga put his hands on her one time, right? I roll up, guns and all, right? I'm going to kill him for putting his hands on my sister because I'm young and wild like a mother effer right there. And I got all my niggas that is going to follow up with me, right? Whether I beat his ass, whatever I do, right? She told me to chill. Chill? What did you call me for? Why did you tell me? You know what I'm saying? Let me handle it like a man. Don't call me if you don't want me to handle it, right? So what the story moral of the story is, right? I went and approached the dude. Now, did he ever put his hands on her again? If he did, I never heard about it from her or him, right? But a presence was felt to let him know that there will be repercussions if you put your hands on my sister. Period. Now, by the grace of God, nothing happened. And I'm glad that I was stopped. Because there ain't no telling what would have happened or where I would have been today, right? But that was her decision to continue to deal with the dude. And that was her decision to stop me from disciplining him, right? So, like I said, when y'all women out here, y'all weak ass women out here that sit there and defend a woman that had an opportunity. She was 22 years old, 21 when she met Diddy, when she started dating Diddy. She wasn't 14. She wasn't super naive. She wasn't 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. She wasn't even 20. She was 21. Most of y'all at 21 done been in college and been away from home for at least 2, 3 years. You know how to make decisions. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. A lot of the reason Cassie put up what she put up with was because who Puff was. She was with Ryan Leslie before Diddy. He was 8 years older than her. So she was already dealing with older men. And Diddy met her at 19. He didn't start dealing, he signed her at 19, right? She was with Ryan Leslie at 19 and he was 8 years older than her at that time when she was 19. And how many years was he with her prior to that? If he was with her for 2 years prior to that, she would have been 17 when Ryan Leslie was with her. So she was already a young girl moving fast, dating grown ass men. That's one, right? So let's not play like she's innocent because she's dealing with older men. Why? Because the niggas her age can't do for her what older men can. And that's the reason why most young women deal with older men. Because if you're 15 and you're 16, how much money you think your little boyfriend is making? He ain't making nothing. He getting an allowance from his parents. And you might be in the hood or you might be in an area where you want nice things. Then you said that's what it inspired a lot of young women to date older women. I mean older men. Especially in the era when it was the drug era. All the young girls at school, you see them with the grown ass men. And here they fly and everything. Some of them niggas was buying girls cars in my projects. These girls are getting cars. But back to Cassie. She left Ryan Leslie for Diddy. You don't Ryan Leslie wasn't an abuser as far as we know. Like Diddy pushed up on her and she left Ryan corporate climbing. Even though Diddy had Kim Porter, she still left him to go or was messing with both of them at the same time, but she was still messing with Diddy. That's a choice. Y'all acting like she didn't have a choice to tell Diddy, nah, I'm in a relationship. Nah, I can't mess with you. When Diddy kissed her, she could have called the police if she didn't like it. That's sexual assault. Did she do that? No. Which did she do? She got into a relationship with him after that, right? 6 months into the relationship, he tells her what he's into sexually. Yo, I got a fantasy of being a voyeurism. You know, I want to see my girl sleep with another dude while I watch. She had the opportunity to say no. I'm not into that. That's not what I do. What did she say? What did she testify to? Oh, I did it because I liked him a lot. I was in love with him. Oh, I did it because I didn't want him to get mad, you know, and go deal with somebody else. Who the hell said he was going to get mad? Why would he get mad? He's telling you about a fantasy. All you have to do is say no. Y'all weak ass women out there, and you weak ass niggas that's sitting there talking about, oh man, well, he's impressionable. He's a celebrity. Oh, she did it because he was a star. He was rich. So what? That's the same nigga who tried to sleep with me. I could have been running around like French Montana and all these niggas and been in the circle and on the yachts with this nigga if I let him fuck me. I told the nigga no. Now it wasn't verbal or whatever, but the way the nigga was looking at me, no, Hillary, come on, we get out of here. This nigga's hitting on me. I could have stated, oh, Diddy hitting on me. I could get in the circle. You know what I'm saying? And did like, come on, my nigga. It's a choice. I was hanging in LA with big producers. These niggas had a goddamn cellophane bag filled with drugs, pills, coke, weed. Yo, here, you want to party? No, I don't do drugs. I'm not going to do it just to be in the in crowd. So all you weak ass mother effers out there that give in just to be a part of the goddamn crowd, just to be in the circle, but F you, F you, because you have the right to say no. So pardon me for having integrity. So pardon me for being stronger than a weak ass motherfucker is just as human as me. That have that can speak the same language as me. If I could say no, they could say no. Now you tell me this nigga they in an abusive relationship for 10 years. You tell me she waits till 11 years to know that it was wrong to walk away? Y'all telling me she couldn't have walked away? Oh, Choke, but you don't know how it is with victims. It don't work like that, you know. You be afraid of your abuser, this that. When your abuser abused you the first time and you stay there, it's a choice. She got her ass whipped in that goddamn uh, uh in that hotel. Got on the phone when security came. What she said? Nothing. Oh, ain't nothing happy. It's all good, yo. I just want to get my stuff. I just want to get out of here. Why not say, yo, the nigga beat me? The nigga's a demon. Everything that she's saying on the goddamn stand now about that day, why didn't she say that to 911? Why when the security guard came there, she didn't want the police to come? Because she thinking about the money. She thinking about the fame. She thinking about Diddy going to be with somebody else. And y'all keep giving her a pass. Oh, she's a goddamn it. That shit was a choice, man. Nigga asked, yo, I want this dude to pee on you. No, I'm not into that. Oh yeah, I just did it because I didn't want him to be upset with me. Why would he be upset with you? If you don't want to do it, fine. Let him go find somebody else. He got escorts. He can hire a female escort and the male escort. Let him pee on her. He can watch her. You don't have to do it. You did it because you wanted to do it. And when the well ran dry, you went and tried to get some your money because you said, yo, I F this nigga, I freaked off with this nigga, everything he wanted to do, and he just gonna end it like this, or he ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do it. Man, I'm gonna sue this nigga. Yo, I'm gonna put this book out. If you don't give me no money, I'm gonna, all right, baby, you know what? You deserve it. You got it here. Here's the money. Still is in the courtroom right now trying to throw the nigga under the bus for every decision that she made. Y'all act like a motherfucker can't say no. Because she couldn't say no, she become a victim. Get out of here, bro. Man, you put that nigga on the leash. Now, once again, I'm not saying Puff is right for anything. He's hella wrong, bro. But just like he's wrong, she's wrong for staying there and putting it. What's the difference between when she left the nigga 11 years ago and when she was just, and it took 11 years for the bell to ring off in her head to say, yo, I'm out? When she left on her own because she had enough, right? She could have left way long ago if it was that abusive. Nobody stopped her to leave 11 years into the shit. She could have stayed with the nigga for another 10 years. But she chose to leave when she wanted to, right? She chose to leave when she wanted to, right? He didn't force her to leave. She left when she was ready. So all y'all out there with the talking like niggas is insensitive, she made those decisions, bro. This girl's on red carpets in front of millions of people. You tell me she can't run to the cameras and go, help! He's abusing me. Like all the phones she had, she could have never called the police. All the incidents where they supposed to fought, where Roger Bond talking about they was in the limo and he beat up there. You mean to tell me you don't go to the police because you scared? When you left him and you went and got with the nigga that he paid to train you, you start sleeping with him. How do y'all give her a pass for all this infidelity, bro? Right now, she got 3 kids with the trainer Puff was paying to train her. She started sleeping with him. He put her in the studio with Kid Cudi. She started sleeping with him. Like she get a pass for all that? I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. Then she says it was her job to book all the freak offs. So you accepted that job to go and book men to have sex with you. How traumatizing would that be? You on the internet looking at all these fine ass men to come fuck you. And you do it. Not once, but plenty of times. And you that traumatized that you could go on the internet and scroll and scroll and scroll. Oh, I like him. Daddy, you like him, daddy? Yeah, daddy. All right, we get him, daddy. Yeah, can y'all send Leroy? And you do this over and over. At what point do you go to the police and say, I don't want to do this? He's making me do this. When you don't enjoy it no more? And I feel sorry for a lot of y'all people out there who's sitting there acting like she's a victim, like she couldn't at no point in her life say no to this man. Like, cause he's Diddy, you can't say no to him. Yo, here, baby, take this pill. No. You think every girl that Diddy dated, he was able to push drugs on it? You think every girl that he dated, they did drugs with him? I bet you not. I bet you not. I bet you every girl he dated, you think every woman he dated was into threesomes and let him do all that with them? No. They left and went on until he found somebody that would. So stop acting like she didn't do a lot of this stuff out of choice, especially when it went 11 years. I feel sorry for all y'all women out there that be talking about, oh, she was a victim. Because what are you telling your daughter? For all y'all to say, oh, she was a victim. So what do you tell your daughter when a nigga knock her upside the head? Baby, you go ahead and stay with him. He a good man. He rich. I know, baby, it's all right. Your eye going to heal, baby. But you can't leave that a good man. He taking care of you and them kids over there. I know he gonna bust you in your head every once in a while, but it's okay, baby. He's rich. He's famous. You know, you gotta deal with it. He can have any girl in the world, but he chose you. A little black eye ain't gonna mean nothing. Get that money, baby. That's y'all women. That's y'all men. That's sitting there mad at me saying that she made a choice. Because you will let your kid stay in that goddamn relationship because the nigga's rich and famous. And you're probably getting something out of it. Just like the Clarys. Let Asriel go visit R. Kelly by herself in LA, and her mother's texting her, girl, I can't believe my grandbaby gonna be uh, R. Kelly, and texting her daughter while the daughter's on tour with this nigga. She's texting her the whole time. Oh my, this, that, and over. Oh baby, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All the text messages is right there. Mother encouraging the daughter. Oh, my grandbaby gonna be what she said? She said something. I can't remember that one text about her grandbaby or something. She telling her daughter what to wear, texting her about the car service. Yo, did you get in the hotel? Yo, did this? Yo, don't dress like that. Don't dress like this. And then the Azriel turn around, she a goddamn victim. Like, yo, man, y'all money hungry hoes need to get out of here with that. Y'all acting like y'all not fucking using the nigga for his money and his fame. Y'all think Cassie loved Diddy that much because he was just Sean Combs? You think she let people pee on her because he was just some regular nigga or because she was in love? No. You seen what came with that? That girl got to go to the Met Gala. She got to go to the Grammys, the American Music Awards, the MTV Awards. She got to be on private jets all over the world. Got to hang out with Beyonce, Jay-Z. Like, what? Some of y'all women out there right now would do it all over again, what she been through just to live that life for a minute. And there's some of y'all women out there that don't give a damn about no Beyonce or Jay-Z, and y'all ain't letting no guy pee on you for nothing. I don't care if he's Diddy. So please, now, and if you one of those people out there that saying, "Oh, she's a victim," and you don't know how abuse works and this, that, and that, man the f up, or wool man the f up. You can say no, and if a nigga put his hands on you after you say no, call the police. Don't call your brother like me, because I can go to jail out of anger and a quick reaction, not thinking about it. And then you wind up hanging with the nigga or being with the man for years on after that. Because that's what happened with me. Thank God I didn't do nothing to the dude. Why? Because my sister stayed with him for years after that. Yes, she did. And my ass would have been in jail, and guess where she would have been? Laid up with him. And don't take no drugs. If you don't do drugs, don't experiment. Don't let a nigga tell you, oh, yo, try this. Because substance abuse, you may become an addict. Cassie could have been an addict and act like she hated the drugs, but she probably got high without Diddy around. Now you get addicted to the drugs, so now the nigga that's abusing you, now he feeding you drugs, and now you sticking around not only for that, you sticking around for the drugs. And I'm gonna give this example. If I didn't, I think I did, but I'm gonna give it one more time. And this will maybe give y'all a better perspective on how, to look at this, right? From a different way. Ike Turner and Anime, Tina Turner, had probably a worse domestic violence relationship than Diddy and Cassie. And there was drugs involved in their relationship too, right? Did you see Ike Turner go to jail for RICO? Ike Turner, Tina Turner, was using drugs. He was beating her ass, wrecking up hotels, just like they did. Ask anybody that know the story. And if you don't know the story, go watch a movie called What's Love Got to Do with It? Starring Angela Bassett. Go watch it. You might be too young to remember it. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably was young and didn't get a chance to watch it and understand it. Go watch What's Love Got to Do with It, starring Angela Bassett, right? And watch her in the drug use, right? Her in the drug use, her in the domestic violence between her and Ike Turner, and watch them travel all over the world, right? Just fighting and fighting and getting high, fighting and fighting and then think about Diddy and Cassie and be like, yo, why did Ike Turner never go to jail for RICO? That nigga was getting high and beating Tina Turner ass. Why he never got RICO? Because there ain't no such thing, no goddamn RICO for domestic violence. Same thing with Tina Turner. This nigga was whipping her ass. And she would stay. Until when? Until she was fed up and had enough. And beat his ass in that limo and got up out of there and went and did her own thing. But it was her choice to stay there. Go watch your movie. She'll tell you. She stayed there until she was ready. This nigga, Ike Turner was like somebody, she should have blew his brains out. He was beating her ass so bad. She probably wouldn't even went to jail. But the point is, nobody's defending Diddy's Ike Turnerism. We just saying that what Ike Turner did wasn't RICO. Diddy ain't nothing but a modern day Ike Turner. That's not Rico, bro. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Outside of Cassie made a decision to be in that toxic ass relationship. I got 3.5 miles in. Got it in. Yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox and start preaching. But I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. live to recap the trial. Right now, Cassie is back on the stand, and I'll give y'all an update after the lunch break. So I better gonna come on live probably about 1 or 2 o'clock with a with an update in court trial. That lady got scared. She see me coming this way. She turned around. You seen that? She's like, I ain't going that way. Walking with that N word. She turned and went that way. It's your business, baby. It's a free world. All right, choke no joke. Y'all already know, man. I'll be back in a few. All right, I want to jog the rest of this out. I don't want the camera shaking on y'all like that. All right. You already know. I'll see y'all in a few. All right. Peace. Shout out to all my moderators, all my membership game, and my subscribers. Choke no joke. Catch y'all in a few. One.